Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. Today we will focus on UK's Labour Party. What is their future? So obviously Starmer will be out. If you look at my 2026 reading about him, he did have the Tower, which usually is an indication of a job loss, restructuring, and there it is happening. So in this reading, we will look at the future of the Labour Party. What is happening to them after this big change? What is their overall future? And let me know, what do you think about this change? Are you excited? Are you sad? I don't know if many people are sad in the UK based on the comments that I've been getting on Starmer. But there's been a lot of kind of prime ministers as well. Anyway, once we kind of get closer, I will do readings on some of the people that are going for it. Let me know in the comments, who would you like to kind of see to be the one who will be the leader. But anyway, this reading is focusing on the party itself. What is their future? So let's jump into it. With the oracle cards. Okay, so the first card that we have here for them is full moon in Pisces. So when the full moon is or will be or was in Pisces, might be an important time in terms of changes. But I think what's really important for them to balance spirituality with practicality. So what does this really mean? It means that, they have certain aspects of their plan that is not necessarily practical, not necessarily realistic. I'm not sure if they would be religious, because obviously it talks about spirituality. But for me, this card always talks about that you might have some big ideas, but the big ideas need some practical thinking in terms of how you will be able to work on them, how you're going to be able to manifest them. So one important aspect for them to consider that. The other card that popped out was the cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. So what this card is kind of emphasizing them to make some kind of first move in terms of the way they approach things. Not to sit around and twiddle their thumb, but they need to kind of get into action. And especially when you kind of read the two cards, they need to get started to be a little bit more practical, or not a little bit, more practical in terms of their plans, how they will be able to manifest them and put them into an action plan. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. Well, the first card we have here for them is not the greatest, the Seven of Swords. So, Seven of Swords can be connected to lying, cheating, stealing, dishonesty, trying to get away with things as well. You tell me in the comments, what do you think about this card? Do you think it represents very well in terms of what they've been doing, lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving? Because that's what the Seven of Swords is all about. So I think you're going to see that continuing. If you found out that they were not honest, I think that's going to continue. Now also with this card, it might be important for them to start approaching things with a new strategy, because that's what the Seven of Swords is all about, starting to have some kind of a new strategy. Because yes, he's stealing those swords, but he's stealing because he wants to be have a diplomatic conversation, doesn't want to continue to fight. So I think also in terms of their approach, they need to be a little bit more diplomatic as well. Now also you have here the Seven of Swords. There might be here some kind of, from the imagery I can connect something to the Middle East as well, especially maybe the war in Iran, or any kind of Middle Eastern type of politics might be also very influential in the future, or immigration as well. The next card in their reading is the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is a leader. It can be a very strong female leader. Let me know in the comments who do you think this person is. But the Queen of Pentacles is very practical. Interesting that that's the first thing that came to my mind, because you have here this balance, spirituality and practicality. So the Queen of Pentacles is very practical, conservative, and very good in terms of finances, approaching finances, making money. So the economy might be very, very important aspect in terms of the way they approach the future. But also, you have here this Seven of Swords muddying the water. Maybe stealing money or stealing money from the economy might be also something that might happen. But again, very important for them to be more practical with their approach. The next card in the reading is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is definitely indicating an end of a cycle, a difficult cycle. They're carrying a lot of burden. It's not easy for them. I don't think any of you want to be in their shoes, because the Ten of Wands is where it's heavy. They're carrying a lot of heavy things in the future. So obviously things not gonna be easy for them. I can kind of see that from these cards. But also, we will see what the bottom of the deck and the rest of the three cards are showing. But before that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype. Let me know in the comments where are you watching from, or just simply say hi. What do you think about the Labour Party? What kind of a future would you like to see for them as well? And who do you think will be their next leader? But let's see the energies at the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the builder in the tarot, someone who likes to have new adventures, new approaches, very fiery, passionate energy. Now it is at the bottom of the deck, so it is not necessarily seen, but I think very important for them to have a brand new strategy and get away and stay away from the lying, stealing, cheating. But I'm not sure that they will be able to get away from it by having it in their reading. Okay, so the next card we have here is Opening. Bloom where you are planted. Use your gift, nurturing spirit work, plan unfolding. Okay, so the spirituality might be again a topic that it seems to be resurfacing in this reading, right? Balance spirituality and practicality, and then again a plan on unfolding, spirit work as well. So I think practically they need to take whatever they're given to them with this opening card, Bloom where you are planted. But there's some kind of a plan. Like, let me know what kind of a spiritual or religious plan might be here in question, because as you can see, that's a recurring theme. And I don't live in the UK, so I'm strictly focused on the energies of the card. Let me know in the comments what might be this religious or spiritual thing that keeps coming back. Okay, so the next card is the Committed, creating from the heart, all in, long-term career, life's work, legacy, investment. So I think they're pretty committed to stay in power. I don't think they will be gone soon. They definitely focus on, what is the legacy of the party, how can they kind of get out of the situation that they're in. But yeah, they're definitely focusing on that and committed to kind of bring back the party into a better position. Now, the next card in their reading is the Recycle. What's old is new again. Back to work, old job, new angle, refurbish, resell. So I think what's really important here for us to kind of think about, what is something old that they might bring back, right? There might be something in their arsenal in terms of policies, in terms of approaches, that they might be considering here to bring it back. Because, recycle, what's old is new again. There might be here something that will resurface, something from the past as well. So that's pretty much the energies I can see right now. Let me know what do you think about will happen to the Labour Party. Be nice to each other. And again, I'm not supporting any parties. I am just telling you the energies of the cards. But I hope that you enjoyed this reading and I'll be able to welcome you again.